So AMC is going to offer 500 billion new shares. No, wait, 500 million new shares. No, wait, AMC might offer 500 million new shares. Look, guys, we already know the game that they're trying to play by now, but let's just chalk today's little mix-up into an April Fool's joke. Good one, Suits. The Suits got us today. April Fools, thank you so much for the joke. Thanks for the little laugh. And good job trying to bring the price of AMC stock down once again. But guess what? It's not going to happen. The bros are here. The apes are here. We're holding AMC and we're going to squeeze it. So I don't know why you guys keep trying. Look, in this video, we're going to be discussing a little bit about the issuance of new shares, what the CEO was talking about today, and really relate this in a way that you can understand so that you feel comfortable with this vote and what it means moving forward. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. We're here to make 2021 the best year ever. If the subscribe button is still red, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel and become a bro, because we're growing our portfolios together and we are growing together. All right, so let's talk about AMC. There was a lot of mix-up going on with all the headings today and all the headlines saying, oh, AMC is offering 500 million new shares. And then, oh, no, AMC's thinking about issuing 500 million new shares. Look, guys, we know the games they play by now, and it doesn't matter, right? It's like, guys, don't you understand that we are holding the stock? Like, your games are good for a while, but we're holding the stock, right? What are you going to do to us if we don't want to sell it? You can't take it from us. So let's talk about this vote that's going to be coming up here and the fact that AMC wants to issue potentially issue 500 million new shares. What does this mean for the stock price? What does this mean for AMC? Is it something that we should be concerned about? Look, absolutely, it is something that we should be concerned about. Now let's talk about this in a way that's easy to understand, right? We can put this in some real world terms and we don't have to worry about dilution. There's a lot of people out there holding AMC right now that might not know what dilution is. There's a lot of people, a lot of retail investors that might not understand everything. So let's break it down so that it's very simple. Look, AMC, the CEO was on CNBC today. That's a lot of letters right in a row, right? AMC, CEO, CNBC, kind of hard to say. But let's talk about this real quick, because what AMC is wanting to do is take a vote on potentially being able to issue 500 million new shares of AMC. Now, they want to do this for a couple reasons. AMC's stock price is up. Right? It's higher than it was at the start of the pandemic. It's higher than it was in quite some time. I believe from all the numbers I was reading today, it's like 372%. But, do the math, see how much it is, how much it's up just from the beginning of the year and go from there. But look, they want to take advantage of a high stock price. Now, with this vote, what would they be able to do? They would be able to issue 500 million new shares of AMC. So let's round the numbers a little bit, and let's say a person owns 10% of AMC right now, okay? If they issue these new shares, it's going to be going to different investors, and therefore current shareholders will be diluted. Now you might be saying, well, I don't really care what portion of AMC I own. I just don't want my share price to go down. I don't want, the stock price to go down. As long as I still hold the same amount of shares, I'm still essentially going to have the same value in my portfolio. Well, look, if they're talking about issuing new shares and the stock price falls 5%, what do you think is going to happen if they actually issue new shares? The stock price will go down. So let's think about this. You're going to hear them on the news a lot, pleading their case. Now, why do they want to do it? Okay. CEO, the executives at AMC, they want to make you think that this is going to be a good thing for AMC. Why do they want you to think this? They're going to say things like, oh, with all of this extra cash on hand, we can pay down our deferred rent. With all of the extra cash on hand, we can go ahead and pay down this enormous amount of debt that we're carrying right now. I believe it's somewhere above $6 billion worth of debt. And we're going to be able to pay this down if we issue these new shares. We're going to be a leaner company. Yes, there's going to be more shares outstanding. People will get diluted, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to be leaner. We're going to be able to survive the pandemic. We're going to be able to, grow and all of this. They will make it sound like icing on the cake, right? It's going to sound beautiful because they want the money. Now, why do they want the money? One, they want to seem like they're doing a great job running AMC. Because what happens when you survive a pandemic? I mean, think about it, guys. 2020, the CEO made 2 times as much money as he did in 2019 when the company was actually doing very well. But he makes more money in 2020 because he was able to survive the pandemic, right? They issued a ton of debt, but they didn't have to file for bankruptcy. So look, if they can keep the company running and they don't have to spend the money, they're going to look like saviors, right? They're able to do all of this for the company. Who do you think is going to get those bonuses? The shareholders that went out and bought more shares of AMC, that funded this equity that they're going out and spending to pay down their debt that they incurred over the last year? No, the CEOs, the executives, people in charge, everybody with special interests, blah, 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 whatever it is, they're the ones that are going to be rewarded, and guess who's going to be paying for it? Everybody who buys these newly issued shares of AMC. So they've got their agenda, right? They want to seem like they're saving the company. They know that they're going to get bonuses for doing it, and we're going to be stuck paying the bill. Now look, I'm not going to tell you how to cast your vote. I would never do that for anybody, right? I can share my opinion with you all day long. You can listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. But look, at the end of the day, you need to make your decision, so you need to know what you're deciding on. So that's all we're doing right here, is talking about what you're actually going to be deciding. So if you vote yes, what are you saying? You're going to say that they have the option then to issue 500 million new shares of AMC. Dilution aside, let all the complicated things go aside. This is exactly what the hedge funds want and the institutions want, right? They want that share price to go lower. Now, this doesn't mean that AMC is immediately going to go out and issue these new shares. I have a feeling they're gonna wait for the stock price to go up even higher. Investors are feeling good. We're holding. Maybe the short squeeze starts to occur, and then they issue the shares. Boom. Knocks the stock price right back down. If they have the potential to issue 500 million new shares of AMC stock, how could we expect the share price to go to the moon? How could we expect a short squeeze to ever occur? I mean, let's think about it. If they doubled the shares outstanding and we drop the stock price, not only is the stock price going to fall, let's say it falls by 50%, and we're looking at a $5 per share stock price right now, right? Well, guess what's going to happen then? Panic selling is going to set in. Then all of a sudden, all these people who were holding at $10, now they see their share prices at $5. What are they going to do? They're going to sell their shares. So the stock price is going to fall even further. And finally, it's going to get down to the level that all of the suits, that all of the institutions, that all of the hedge funds want, simply because the issuance of these new shares caused investors to panic sell after the price dropped, and then they win. Right? It's that simple. Now, here is what I'm even more concerned about in the back of my mind, right? If we saw the share price fall today, strictly based on the fact that the CEO was discussing this on TV, that he could possibly, that they're just looking for a vote out there. What if they actually vote and they have the potential to issue these shares, but they don't issue them yet? We could still see a sell-off strictly based on the vote that they have the option then to issue these shares. And I know it might sound a little confusing. Look, I'm going to black and white right here. If they have the potential to issue new shares, the share price will fall. If they don't have the potential to issue new shares, the stock price will at least stay the same, and then the squeeze can occur, right? Because look, by now, everybody that's holding shares of AMC, you're holding for one of two reasons. One, you really believe in the management of this company, that they can take this company, that they can rise up like a phoenix from the ashes and grow AMC and really pay down their debt and all that stuff. Excellent. If you believe in the executives at this company, okay, but I believe the majority of us are holding because we don't want to see the institutions and the suits out there destroying companies by short selling, and we're waiting for the short squeeze to occur. Right now, if that's the case, I mean, you can't vote yes if that's the case. You can't allow the issuance of new shares if we're waiting for a short squeeze, because you're essentially saying, hey, go ahead, issue more shares. You know, you guys know better than I do, and grow the company, whatever you think you need to do. But there's no short sale, or there's no short squeeze that we're waiting on. That's not something we're, guys, plain and simple, okay? 500 million new shares will drop the share price. So keep that in mind when you're voting. If you've got any questions, make sure to ask them down in the comments below. We would love to discuss this. Love to, see what everybody's thinking. If you think that this is kind of crazy and this is not, this is not an April Fool's Day joke, right? I'm not one of the media guys out there that's saying, oh yeah, they're issuing 500 million new shares. Hours later, they might issue 500 million new shares. No, this isn't like that. We know the games they're playing. So if you're on the side of the apes, if you're holding AMC, throw those diamond hands up in the comments below. We love to see everybody getting excited together and just, showing and inspiring the rest of us to be better investors. Now, guys, if you haven't joined the movement yet, if you want to open a Webull account, there's a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up this account. You're going to get a couple free stocks just for doing so, and they are giving out shares of AMC right now. So if you want to join the movement, but you don't want to go out there and spend your own money on shares of AMC, or if you can't afford to hold any more than you currently have, Webull down below, you're going to get a couple free stocks. AMC could be one of them. And guys, look, share this video somewhere. It is so simple to do so, and people need to know what they're going to be voting on, because this is a big deal, right? I mean, essentially the future of this investment lies in retail investors, and there might be a lot of people out there who don't exactly know what's going on. So make sure to share this video, tag me almost anywhere that you do at Claybro. I would love to follow you guys back and see what everybody's interested in investing in. And look, guys, that subscribe button is still red. You got one more shot. Join the channel. Become a bro. We're here every single day, and we're here growing our portfolios together. That's the main objective. Now, until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.